Hey, good morning, guys. This is John Phillips. It's Wednesday morning, 21st, I think, of December. Just chilling out. The weather's beautiful here. I finally got my box. Came yesterday. The guy was cool. He liked the he hung out for a long time here, waiting to give me my box. And he was checking all the shit out of my lanai out here in the front. And he said, you know, he liked the fly fishing pole that I had. And I was gonna give it to him because I don't use the fucking thing. It's brand new, I never used it. And but when he said, yeah, that's a nice fly fishing pole, I have 3 of them and I never use them. So I told him, I said, oh, I was gonna give it to you. But anyways, I wanted to tell you about my day yesterday. So, you know, I went and put a shower valve in, but I wanna start out by how life can humble you sometimes. I've been humbled more than a few times. But yesterday on my way to this job, I'm driving down the main road, Clark Road, and this guy, he's in a fucking, you know, jacked up truck with big tires and a loud fucking muffler, and he comes flying up beside me, and there's a car in front of him with a woman driving, and he's like literally like 6 inches off of her fucking bumper. And I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this person, you know? Then he gets just enough room where he could cut me off and get around her. Almost hits my truck. And it just sent me into a fucking road rage. So I pull up next to this guy at the next fucking red light, and I'm fucking screaming at him, you know, because it's not just him, it happens all the time down here. If you're on the highway, sometimes there's 2, 3 of them motherfuckers together, and they're just fucking terrorizing everybody on the highway. Like, get out of my fucking way. They just come barrel-assing down the fucking road, and, you know, it's like impending doom, you know, like a fucking missile coming at you. But anyways, so I'm screaming at this guy, and I finally get him to roll his fucking window down, and I give him a fucking earful, you know, and he starts barking back at me. And at this point, I want to tell you, when I was younger, I was pretty tough. I fought a lot, man, only because of where I came from, but I was never shy about knuckling up with somebody. And even into my older years, you know, I mean, in the Navy, all that shit, you know, I thought I was a tough guy, to be honest with you. So anyways, I get to the next intersection, and this guy pulls up next to me again, and he's fucking, you know, driving like an asshole. So I fucking suck up a big loogie, and I fucking spit it over onto his hood of his truck. Well, that enraged this guy. So we get to the next fucking red light right near the highway, and there's got to be 50 fucking cars in the middle of this, you know, at this intersection, and it's a long fucking light. It just takes forever to fucking get out. I'm looking in my side view mirror, and this guy opens his door and he starts fucking walking towards my truck. So I'm like, yeah, you wanna fucking go? I'm down. So I pop the fucking door open, and I meet his ass halfway. Actually, a little more than halfway. I went right up near his truck. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna knock this fucker out. I've done that in the past. I've knocked one punch and put people to sleep. And I walk up to this guy, and I throw a fucking punch at him. I don't know who threw a punch first, but all I know is I fucked with the wrong guy. Look at this dude. Look at my eye. This guy after about 30 seconds and 20 punches to my fucking head, I'm done, covered up. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done this, you know? And then the icing on the cake was when I went to kick him and I drew a little mud, you know? I almost shit my pants. Then I was like, I'm just getting fucking old. I can't be doing. I got humbled yesterday. This guy, my fucking head, I got knots all over my fucking head this morning. We had at least 50 people watching a nice road rage incident. And then we both got in our trucks and went to work. I show up, I look like a movie star in fucking, you know, in disguise. I got my hat on, my fucking sunglasses, so I can't see all my customer can't see all the wounds on my fucking head. But man, dude, I'm almost 60 years old. I've been through a lot. And fighting 30-year-old men ain't part of my fucking... I can't do it, man. Look at my eye, man. This motherfucker, he's like, you had enough? I was like, I ain't had enough, man. Didn't even really have enough. If the truckers who were in line watching all this shit unfold weren't started beeping their horns, I would have stuck in. I would have eventually got him, I think. But yeah, man, I got humbled yesterday. And then on top of that, I'm sitting in my truck. Some guy comments about a fucking goddamn thermal expansion tank I put in fucking 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and he's just railing on me about how fucking what a hack I am. And he was correct, you know? I mean, we down here, we take them out of the box and screw the fucking thing in and it works. You know, it stops the relief valve from dripping. But he's saying you need to pressurize it to the pressure in the house, which fluctuates, you know? I mean, it could be 60 PSI when you test it, but you could come back tomorrow or on a Saturday and it could be 40 fucking pounds. So anyways, I had a rough day yesterday. You probably wouldn't have been able to tell just by watching my video of the shower valve that I put in. But man, let me tell you something. At 60, if you're 60 years old, if you're an old guy and you still think you're tough, you might want to reconsider that, man. Don't do it, man. It's over. It's time, man. I think it's the Leo. My daughter said it's the Leo in me, and maybe she said probably got a little to do with bipolarism, or yeah, she's very kind and very open with her criticisms of me. But I got my ass kicked, man. First time in my life, really, that I can think of where I got my ass kicked. I mean, literally, I fought 3 guys at one fucking time. And I was a tough bastard when I was young, but I ain't young no more, man. That boy put a fucking beating on me quick. I got some licks in, though. I mean, I know he's got some fucking spots that are hurting him. I mean, it wasn't all hit one-sided, but guys, if you're thinking about fucking jumping out and fighting with somebody, I'm lucky he didn't kill me, man. Honestly, down here with a gun, I mean, I made sure he wasn't packing when he got out of the truck. If I saw him, he was, you know, had a gun in his hand, I'd have been down the fucking road. I would have run some people over to get out of there, but it's kind of crazy, but I'll guarantee you that guy's going to think about driving like an asshole again. So I think we probably both learned some lessons. It's funny, too, because when we get on the highway, I'm driving down the highway in the right-hand lane, and he's right behind me, just driving normal. Like, it's a, you know, we settled our business, and he got off at the next exit, and I continued on down the highway. But yeah, look at my fucking eye, man. Fucking haven't had a black eye in the last time I had a black eye was in fucking Toulon, France, man. In the Navy. 40 fucking years ago, or 35 years ago. I got in a fight with a kid on my ship. And, kid from Texas. And I used to be really good with my feet. Like, I was a kickboxer type guy, you know? Like, I'd kick you in the face in a heartbeat. Hard. And, that's what I did to him. But the Shore Patrol grabbed us. It's always a fucking adventure, and every day's a learning experience, guys. So that's why I got these shades. I'm gonna pull them down. I'm gonna put a hat on to cover up all the scuff marks on my fucking... I'm a grape. And I'm gonna go back to work today. And I've been humbled, man. I'm not young anymore. And I've been watching Mikey Pipes, man. He's been bowing up on his show like he's some hard motherfucker from the PJs, you know? Mikey, don't do it. That's my advice, man. Don't do it. You're not as tough as you think you are, man. You get your ass whipped out in the middle of a fucking 8-lane highway? Fuck. That's humbling. That's tough. I mean, the only bigger crowd would have been like Caesar's Palace, if it even still exists out there in fucking Las Vegas, but... This shit's gotta be on the internet somewhere. I'm sure somebody fucking, out of all those cars, I'm sure somebody had to tape that shit. I'd love to see me getting my ass whipped, but I'll give it to that kid. He was a tough motherfucker, man. I had no idea he was like a Golden Gloves champion, because I was counting them fucking hits to my head. I was like, man, this dude's fast. The whole time he was punching me, I was like, motherfucker, man. This dude's fucking combinating on me, man. And, yeah. So, I thought I was stupid yesterday. I'm a little dumber today. But I have been humbled. I know, don't be picking no fights at almost 60. Yeah, let it go, man. Let it go.